Good evening, Gary, Andy. Thank you for joining us here at Redditch United after this 0-0 draw. Today, defensively solid, but never really seemed to quite get it right in the attacking third. Is that fair to say?
Yeah, that's fair. I mean, gone into the change room at the end of the game and said to the boys, we're building a solid foundation, starting with Jazz, the back four, and the midfield players. Today we just didn't have that cutting edge in front to goal. We wasn't as ruthless as we've been in previous games. But as Andy pointed out to some of the boys as well, you can't always expect the strikers to score. They've scored 22 goals in 9 games as a collective. So we're disappointed that we didn't win the game. We didn't find the back of the net. But overall, performance-wise, no complaints at all. I thought we were solid. They only looked dangerous really from set pieces, and I thought second half we nullified that. We stopped giving the ball away, and we looked very, very dangerous. Just a pity, as I said, we didn't take a few of the chances that we had.
Well, but about 10 minutes ago you made that double attacking substitution, bringing on Janai Gordon and Anthony Dwyer, and we were saying on the commentary actually that it's very much a cup final feel, because a draw's not really any good. You want to go and win the game, and it was clear that you were trying to do that. But even then, we just unfortunately lacked the right pass at the right time or the right ball into the box.
I think if we score the one goal, then everyone's saying, "Oh, we've won again." But it's a case of we had the chances today. I don't think we was lacking there. We had the chances. But as Gaz has rightly pointed out, that you can't expect your strikers to score every week, because them 22 goals they've scored a lot. But when the two lads come on today, and Janai, they gave us some pace, they gave us some power. Tried to create something, tried to make things happen. We could have had a better pass in the final third, which would have created probably more chances. You're probably right, but we still created the chances today. The difference was last week we took them, and this week we haven't. And what I've got to say to that as well is, today Redditch come and defended at times with 9 players, or they attacked with 1 or 2. So at the same time as we didn't score today, if a team puts 9 men behind the ball for most of the game and shows us that much respect, you're only going to maybe take 3 or 4 chances, and you've got to take one of them. But then at the other end, the plus point is that they're not going to hardly create anything, because they gave us that much respect today, and that's how I feel about the game.
Well, with the overall picture with other teams that are above us, between us and the top 5 really, drawing today, it could be looked at in 2 ways really. We've either dropped 2 points, or at least we've gained a point, and we haven't really lost any more ground. I think we've maybe dropped another point compared to the top 5 today, which is ultimately still a faint ambition, but it is the ambition.
Yeah, it's definitely ambition. I mean, if you'd been in the changing rooms at the end of the game, and you could see the disappointment on the players' faces, because they want to win every game, they want to win, and that's the good thing. Like I said to them, I'm happy that you're sitting here now disappointed that you haven't won the game. You know what I mean? That shows that you've got that kind of mentality where week in, week out, you want to be successful. You want to go and try and win the game. And I thought we created the better clear-cut chances today. And I just think if one had gone in, I really do think the floodgates would have opened today like they have done in previous games. So overall, yes, we're disappointed. The lads are. But we've just told them, at the end of the day, you have not lost the game. We're coming away from home and we're leaving with a point. We wanted 3, but we've only got 1. And we have to be satisfied with the 1 that we got. But we'll carry on, and we'll prepare ourselves again during the week in time for next week's game. We'll get the lads back up to where they should be.
That's 20 points from 9 games as well. If you would have given me that before the start of we came in, I would have said, yeah, I'll take that. That's more than 2 points a game, which is sort of title challenging form. And I think it was you what said, if you draw your away games and win your own games, which we have been winning our own games, you're going to be there or thereabouts. So I think we've got to look at it as an all collective. But we still think we can keep pushing for that 5th place. Obviously, it's a knock to that today. But 3 weeks ago, we spoke about the Itching game and we lost 1-0. Today, that shows me that when it was a gritty game today, and we've come away with a point. 3 weeks ago, I don't think we would have come away with that point. So for me, it shows that the lads they're moving forward, and they can go anywhere and get points in this league.
Yeah, it's all about taking the positives, clearly.
Yeah.
Good to see another positive really was Christian Green back in, maybe a little bit ahead of schedule today, back in the side after that hamstring injury. How do you feel his performance was today?
I mean, again, at the end of the game, I've gone into the changing room, spoke to the boys, and when I've finished speaking to them collectively, I made a point of pulling him out in front of everybody and saying, like, fantastic, you know, because you've come back today after at least, 3 weeks to a month out of with a hamstring injury, and you've just played 90 minutes. You know, he's only trained like this past week, so for him to complete 90 minutes today, I thought was fantastic. And what was funny about it was half time, he said to me, probably last for an hour. So I said, okay, no problem, we'll keep an eye on you. But, you know, the way we were chasing the game today, you know, me and Andy were there, we wanted to score, we were desperate to get a goal, and hence why we didn't take him off, and we made the substitutions more attacking. But I thought Christian Green today was absolutely fantastic, along with Kyron Stabana, who saw off one of their top players, Whittingham. In the end, they've taken him off the park. So, you know, absolutely fantastic. Back four, back five, midfield, industrious, creative. We just lacked that cutting edge today, but it's nothing to worry about. I think the boys will bounce back and we'll be ready to go again next week.
That's the best back four in the league. That's the best back four in the league. We've had 2 clean sheets in a row. Our back four is better than any back four in this league, from what I've seen. And I'll openly say that they're tremendous as a unit and as an all collective as a team. I have to agree with guys. It was absolutely tremendous. We didn't look like we was going to concede at any point. I don't think they've had a chance where I think, yeah, you should have scored that. Not all. I think they're tremendous, including the goalkeeper Bez in front of them. Bez in front of them as well. I thought it was awesome.